that there's no presence in A main. You can see Heretics calling a big rotation. Boo holding it down on site. This is the first to fall. No trade, no follow-up. And it is a whitewash from Heretics so far. Eternal Fire trying to make their way through in heaven, and actually Neki from the tower taking down 2. Echo in behind! Another 2 versus 4 overturned.
But Eternal Fire were waiting for some information to play off the back of. And that is completely unlocked, but not if they can't get by Riez. Already holding things down, getting by the utility and not cleared. Holding things down! Oh my God! That's unbelievable, Riez! One more player to find, but what will help him out?
GT'ye gitti.
Adam Raid burada. Kantin. Aynen şeyin üstünde, Jen üstünde.
Ben sessiz inerim bana. Sessiz tamam. Ananı sikeyim maçta ne gitti ya.
Slowed by the hinder, but still doesn't collect any damage. It's Benji playing from on site, but Echo closing up the distance, encroaching on position, and that follow-up hinder finds 2 targets, but no kills. A reposition towards this close corner, unaffected by the ultimate. Echo will, but pushed into the middle of the felt. He survives and sets up the rest to succeed. Eternal Fire back on terms.
Yeah, but at the same time, Eternal Fire haven't really got upgrades. You've got Echo up close with a judge though.
Oh, and Izzy stepping out into the open. Echo as well, just giving up these jewels for Eternal Fire.
I know exactly.
And Heretics, maximum punishment. Neki known about as he steps through the cage. It's stuff like this that gets you concerned, but we will be checking back in on the comms to hear exactly how they're dealing with this one.
Spike down A.
Does. And Echo here as the Team Heretics players start to encircle the site. Pretty successful so far. 2 more to find. Oh, Daz can't quite get the last. But at least the rest of Eternal Fire are there to collect. That'll be 3 rifles into the next one. Still the advantage with the defense. And oh, that could completely be dismantled.
Odaz.
Unless Odaz's bandit continues to find a way to win out. Still finding heads. One more. Benji Fishy in main. It's a big one. And identified by Odaz, and there's plenty bodies here to support. But is Benji going to clutch? Oh! What is that?
Ordaz with the first, but this main control sitting on the shoulders of Benji right now, lying on him. The reputation rests there. Wall goes up, Eternal Fire a couple back, and now it's only Riens left in the tower. For all that he's done so far, this isn't going to be a clutchable situation for him. Strike. If he can find a kill here, this could be key. Izzy spotted down in the sewers, and Benji, while it's rough around the edges, the result is there in the end. The story so far of Heretics stage, it's taken a while for them to get going, but in the playoffs, it's going to be the perfect start possible against Eternal Fire. Ordaz has nowhere to go, and so many shots that he needs to hit. Benji the next to step up, 13-7 for them in the end on Fracture, as they make that first move towards Masters London.
Is already Team Heretics looking to prioritize getting this Phoenix on the orbs, and Wook looking to try and get on the face. Oh. That's a lovely double to get things started. Island, he can combine with either of the packs, and that's exactly what's going to happen here. Not even needed. Wook with 4. You said 2 to 3 rounds has it.
It's also getting to play games back-to-back off of a win if they can seal it, because of course right now it's still in play, and it's Riens finding the 3K on defense of the B side this time around. No time to get that ultimate involved. Full respect shown on the Eternal Fire side. Not looking to challenge, but through the horn, actually a couple of pickups go their way. Fabian at the double. Benji trying to play spoiler to it, follow it up, but nothing comes from it in the end.
This is going to be an issue if Eternal Fire cannot combat that A main play. Echo! Straight back in! Where does this come from? A 2-on-2, which you thought was never going to be doable, but it ends up being a round. It should have been Heretics.
And the only one that can get it down on the site itself, relying fully on the art push from this point, and that's where Izzy just starts to rack them up. The ult over-invested just to confirm it. And Koshmaris can't complete any further objectives, so with Eternal Fire now set up on 5, the map becomes their own. With the thoughts of Weber and Neil in their mind, Heretics go back to this A main play. It's Kosh that gets caught, but the trade is there as always.
Yeah, both Neons off the board. Fabian, though, looking to respect this and give up the space now.
Bit of damage on the Eternal Fire side, but Heretics down to their last 3 members, playing out of the elbow. Wu here picking up the first of those kills, and doubling up for it, in fact. Wu can't get any more done, though. And that's where Boo is tested in a clutch, which he simply cannot win.
He's heading towards his cross here. He could easily start to farm up some kills, and supported by his teammates, it will end up being easy in the end. And this should be... What? That's insane!
Oh, it must have been Echo and Fabian's rank-up game, because I don't know how Benji's taken 2 with a right click there.
Heretics need to get the spike plant down. They need to be pretty efficient here, but instead it's the pistols that end up being efficient. Oh my god, Eternal Fire showing us exactly what they're capable of. As Benji is able to keep himself alive.
Make sure that Boo's death wasn't in vain. He's fighting up close to his own wall here. Can't connect the transfer. Fabian the one to pick it up. With the ult now online, he's sparing no expense, no time to invest it with a rifle in hands, because he knows.
It allows Koshmaris to die here, and Benji now having to hold things down against the eco, but it's going Eternal Fire's way. They can see the finish line in sight right now, right here. Unless Boo could show us something magnificent, the map, here and now. And there it is. Fabian's the one to grab it, and we'll go 1-0 in this best of 3.
He's got players to support him, and it's only Echo through for the time being. Fabian movement error as he piles on over the top, and they go equal in that initial duel taken between the two sides, and Eternal Fire eventually collapsing on backside. On the previous round from Heretics, those bright ideas of their own not amounting to much, as Rians finds a way to pick up Fabian, and Koshmaros up close with the judge on A means that they have complete control of both extremities right now. A fight is ready to go again.
Yeah, ready for another bout, but who's the one to come out on top? Because last time it was Eternal Fire, and well, with the ultimates put in, you'd expect it to be them this time round. But it certainly seems to be Heretics. With the spike on his back, Echo turned away.
Mixture of hope, blind confidence perhaps. Something has to happen here for us to start believing. And Echo is the nightmare that's plaguing them right now. Brilliant tether used to just tee up Izzy. Look once more. Root revealed.
There's Boo not, and that's so quick on the mark, as well as Izzy. Oh, Heretics straight back in from Wood. Fabian, a couple of his own, and the rocket's good. Eternal Fire move one step closer to London, and there will be guaranteed one Turkish team in London.